Hello there, my name is Anthony Desalu, and you are welcome to the official YouTube channel of I Say You Value DB Consult. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can make consistent sales in your business. I know many of you will be wondering, is that really possible in Nigeria of today? Can somebody possibly make consistent sales in his business? When I say consistent sales, I mean making sales on a regular basis. And many of you will be like, with the whole economic downturn that we are experiencing in Nigeria today, how that the prices of a lot of things are going up and people are trying to find a way to look for the cheap things to buy. Can I really still make sales? The truth of the matter is yes, you can. People are still traveling out of the country. People are still moving from one place to another on the airplane. People are still buying, luxurious items. People are still living quality and rich lives. So, which businesses are these businesses that people are still doing business with every day on a regular basis and paying exorbitant amount of money to get whatever it is they are actually getting from them? What are these businesses doing that you are not doing? I think that is what you need to learn from. But when you are already sitting on the trap that, okay, you know what, is not possible, then that mindset limits you to break out from that cycle, or to break out from that mindset of not being able to do what, make an headway. Positivity is key. So in this video, if you stay with me, I'm going to tell you one of the major things that you have not been doing rightly, and that's the reason why you have not been making sales on a regular. Now, the first thing I want to make you understand is that the lifeblood of any business is sales. If there are no sales, then chances of your business booming, expanding, growing, and blossoming is slim to none. So, sales is something that you shouldn't joke with as far as your business is concerned. I know you'll be wondering that, okay, fine, I know sales is something I shouldn't joke with, but how is it that I've tried everything I could and yet I'm not getting it? The question is, have you really tried everything that you could? Have you really tried everything possible? Or probably you tried a few things and then you stopped. Maybe you were advertising your product to people on your WhatsApp status, and because every time you put it there, you eat on cricket. Nobody buys from you, and then you feel like, wow, nobody is buying from me. That's a limited market or a limited audience that you are selling to. You are selling to people in your status that probably have not been primed, or maybe what most people do. Most of those people that are in your WhatsApp system may just be your family and friends that they are just looking at you with one corner eye. That is this person really joking? Or maybe there are people that probably have not really shown interest or shown so much disinterest in what you are selling over time. So you putting your product only on your WhatsApp is definitely a delimiting factor. But before I go into some of those details, the first thing I want to address is, do you even have a sales target? That's number one. And number two, the product you are selling, does it really relate or meet the needs of your target customers? Many of you don't even have an idea of who you are selling to. You feel everybody is your customer. No, not everybody is your customer. And it's important you know that, because when you understand that your customer has some specific characteristics, your target ideal customer has some specific characteristics that differentiates them from the crowd, that differentiates them from others, that begins to inform the kind of messaging you put out. And when I'm talking about messaging, I mean your hard creatives, that's your flyers, your videos, and your hard copies. That's talking about your marketing message and your content. Everything must resonate with your customer. And anyone that is a potential customer should see your content and be like, yes, this is for me. Whatever it is you are selling must answer the heartache that your customers have daily. The reasons why they go to bed every night thinking about it and wondering if there is really a solution to this particular thing. And the moment they see your ad, or the moment they see your content, they are like, yes, I think this business has what I need. Your content should be crafted in such manner that anytime they see it, it connects with them. But that can happen if you don't already have an idea of what your customers look like. Are they male? Are they female? Or are they both genders? Are they younger adults? Are they even children? Or are they older adults? Or are they are they corporate workers? Are they business owners? These are the questions that you must answer when you are putting out your product online. Because if you don't answer these correctly and clearly. And many times I see this happening many times. Most people, when they put out their content out and put out whatever it is they are selling out, they emphasize more on the features and not on the benefit. Okay, you know what, 4 gig RAM is something that you need for your business. But somebody that doesn't understand what 4 gig RAM means, that doesn't connect with them. That is a technical jargon. But however, if you say, okay, if your phone been experiencing freezing here and there, say no more to freezing when you get this particular product. Now that has done a good work in relating well the heartache of the customer. And that way they can easily show interest in buying whatever it is that you are putting out. And then the next important thing is have a sales target. Have a sales target. Because if you don't have a target that you work towards on as regarding your business, there is nothing that spurs you to really want to get result. If you are, if you, I mean, you can possibly have the whole day going like that and realize that you didn't really sell anything to anybody because you don't have a target. But the moment you have a target and you have a fixed target that you know you must achieve on a monthly basis, which you have broken down to a weekly basis, which you have further broken down to a daily basis, then you know how many customers you should be talking to daily to ensure that you reach those targets. And the truth of the matter is that old saying that says marketing is numbers. I mean, sales is a numbers game. That is still true. If you realize, and as a business owner, you shouldn't advertise blindly. You should have data, especially if you have been in the business for a while. You should have data. Data is key. When I'm talking about data, I'm not talking about you having data loaded on your phone to browse. That's not what I'm talking about. When I said data, I mean data in terms of you should be able to know, okay, how many customers, how many people do you get to talk to before you make a sale? So maybe you get to talk to 100 persons before you make a sale. Then that means if you have a target of 10 sales on a regular basis, do your multiplication, then that means you should be talking to 100 multiplied by you should be talking to 100 multiplied by 10 persons. That is 1,000 persons on a daily basis. So those are the data I'm actually talking about. So this is where I will stop for now. In my next video, I will go further in some of the things that you can put in place to ensure that you make sales on a regular basis in your business. Don't forget to, if this video has been impactful to you, don't forget to like this video and then share also with your audience, because there is more from where this is coming from. Until I see you again in the next video. Bye.